Okay, well, unfortunately, I don't think our time zone stuff is gonna work out because I don't start teaching at the time that you'd be able to do it. So it looks like we're gonna have to just stick with the video correspondence. Um, so, well, if you are able to do it later, then that would help. Cause yeah, at noon is when I'm able to start because I go up till like 7 p.m. I did think about starting as early as 11 a.m., but I'm not sure yet. But yeah, then December and January, I have no idea what's going to be open at that time anyway. Too far away, no idea. Schedule always changes. Sometimes it never changes, sometimes it changes like crazy. So, some things I've noticed when you were playing, so this is the same one from last time. Remember, what you pull off to has to be down in advance. It has to be down in advance. So, like, especially when you're changing strings, really when you went to the B string, I noticed some issues. Like, when you went down to the B string for the first time, so you just completed this. And also remember, you need to pluck the string when you come off. It still looks like sometimes you're just kind of letting go. You have to feel that snap of the string. That was too much. Feel the snap of the string when you're doing the pull-offs, because if you just let go of it, the sound's going to die off. You're not going to get the pull-off to sound proper. So yeah, you got to pluck the string when you pull off. You have to. You have to. If you want any speed and you want the sound to be as best as it can be, you have to pluck the string as you pull off. So when you're going to that next part, I saw this like every time. The index finger was not down, and you basically just did a hammer-on from nothing. Like you're playing piano. You're just kind of throwing your fingers down. That is not a pull-off. You have to have what you pull off to down in advance prior to the pull-off, or else it's not a pull-off. You're just throwing your finger down. So especially with that being a quarter note there, and then the 12, there's plenty of time to make sure that finger is down there ready to go. Again, whatever you pull off to needs to be down in advance. It has to be down prior to the pull-off motion. It has to be, or it's not a pull-off. You're just doing hammer-ons from nothing, and boy, will you definitely lose sound and speed with that. So, like when you jump down to that next bar, see, both those fingers are down. They're ready to go. And then when you went to this next one, a lot of times I saw you put your middle finger there, and then you just, again, hammer on from nothing. You just kind of threw your finger down. And we don't want that. That's when you went to that, in this case, the 7th bar. You think about, like, how would you play the whole thing? Like, if you just did it on its own, you start with your ring finger, right? Well, that's how you should have been jumping into it. I think you did. Sometimes you would actually use a ring finger to start, but not all the time. So there's inconsistency with the fingering. So you got to get that down, ready to go. So, big thing. Pull-offs, you are plucking the string during a pull-off. You got to feel the snap of that string. Feel it. Make sure you feel that so you know that you're actually doing a pull-off. Not a let go of. We don't want to play let go ofs. Pull-off. Maybe think of it as a pluck-off. You're plucking the string when you're taking your finger off. And whatever you pull off to has to be down in advance. It needs to be down so this way you have something to pull off to. We don't want to perform hammer-ons from nothing. With distortion you can get away with it, but... So here's a question. Do you have an acoustic? If you have an acoustic guitar you can use, we might want to start using that instead, because if your technique is bad on an acoustic, you're not going to hear anything. We might need to switch over to that to really make sure it's all done proper. Quarter notes. Yes, we are doing quarter notes, because we got to make sure every little detail of this technique is solid. So, you are always going to start by pulling off to something. So when you start each bar, 2 fingers got to be down, ready to go. So playing this, it's just, and make sure you feel the snap of every pull off that you do. So really watch what my middle and index finger are doing. Think of it like you're moving a chord. Like in here, the ring finger and the index finger. Like moving a chord. Get both of those fingers down, ready to go. Like moving a chord. So yeah, just like moving a chord, you got to get both fingers down at the same time. Think of it like that. Now, technically you don't when you're going fast. What happens there is, like the index finger can like, you know, jump just a split second. Like if I'm doing something like this. Yeah, the pinky does get down first, and the other fingers are just a split second. It's just the tiniest fraction of time behind. But I'm still my fingers are still down, ready to go for the pull off. And I'm not doing that. Those are hammer-ons for nothing. And there's definitely a sound difference there. So, that being said, let's see where you get this week. Within the 15 to 20 minutes, focusing really hard on proper technique, always making sure that you're feeling the snap of that string on the pull off, and that what you're going to pull off to is down in advance. 1, 2, 3, 4. See that? Both fingers move together. 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 $120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Together. Palm killed the string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. All right. I hope that helps. Any questions come up, let me know. I'll see you again in your new video.